What's good, gente? It's your boy Conejo. Ya saben, man. Pretty much, as you can see on the thumbnail, man, we're gonna be talking about them flowers, homie. And so the people are like, well, what kind of flowers, homie? We're talking about the Nueva Flor, homie, the new flowers. A prison gang that was pretty much created a long time ago, man. It was one of like the actual first ones that they were considered defected, right? I'm not even gonna give them the dropout label. Um, but pretty much they were one of the first, right? And we're gonna be speaking on them, bro, because just lately they have been making a lot of noise, and they've been something that a lot of individuals been talking about, and a little bit more and more of their members have been popping up, and actually they've been establishing, bro, pretty fast considered to the timing, I guess. I mean, I know they've been out for a long time, but they kind of like, to me personally, right, my point of view, they were kind of dying out, and that wasn't the point, homie. They were just incognito as to what it kind of seems like, you know. So shout out to the flowers first and foremost. But yeah, this video is gonna be about the Nueva Flor. So if you guys like this video, like I said, make sure to fucking hit them thumbs up. And if you don't, then it's alright, man. I ain't tripping at the end of the day. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Share with others, homie. Especially if you know something about the Nueva Flor. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think, homie. And to all the new flowers that tap into my channel, homie, it's nothing but respects. And yeah, man, I send my love in full. So pretty much, are the Nueva Flor actual threat to the cause out here? You know what I mean? That's gonna be the first part of the subject. And in all reality, I think that the Northerners, or the actual, like that, when I say Northerners, you guys already know what I'm talking about. It's the ones that actually participate in that high fucking ranking politics, right? For them, yeah, the new flowers have always been a threat, and I believe that that's a fear that they didn't want out. You know what I mean? They were kind of happy with this whole stuff that's been going on, because the new flowers has been a group, like I said, that's been out for a minute, and even though people consider them at, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna give them that label. Consider them that. They do fear them, homie, because they have members that have pushed that hard line before. They actually even have members that were part of the whole cause, you know, that just didn't agree with the whole politic that was just like kind of changing, you know. And if a lot of people have made videos and explained little certain things where they even say that they're not in the SNY, and they're JP, and that there's two new flowers. To what I got, and to the some of the persons that I done talk to, homie, because your boy does talk to some flowers, homie, and just recently, I had some communications with a couple new flowers, homie, that just got out that are from my town, and I remember that back then, you know, with some of the shit the history that I was able to get off them, they will only recruit, and they will only recruit people that were once part of the whole organization, or that they were bros. They didn't really like consider pulling just regular ends, and just regular just people, right? That's still something that it hasn't really been brought up to light on how they recruit and shit like that. But to my observation and to what I see, right, it's mostly all norteños. It's mostly all people that still believe in that norteño way, and I still believe that they're considered norteños, to be quite real. To what I asked the homie, have they do they consider themselves as being a dropout group? Chales, they say that they're active as well, homie. You know, so shout outs to them, and they are doing their thing, bro. In all reality, this group has been a group that even me myself, I kind of slept on it, right? Because I done said it before, my prior videos. That the flowers were a group that kind of in prison, that I see that they weren't really thick no more. You know, they done thin out, and in some facilities you wouldn't even see new flowers. And maybe they were there, but like I said, homie, I think that the new flowers were incognito. Because now, I mean, hey, like I said, shout outs first and foremost. There's a lot of new flowers, bro. Especially to what my compas tell me, man. There's more flowers than compas. I don't know if it's like that in like the higher levels, but so far, like on the facilities, like the level twos and threes, there's a lot of new flowers. So they've been making a lot of noise lately, bro. And people have been sleeping on them, So that's why I made this video, because I know a couple lives ago, it was brought up in one of the lives that, and the homie even said, yeah, that's actually true. In San Jose, they're actually established, homie. So in certain places like Tulare County, because that happens to be a place where there's a lot of new flowers. Shout outs to the 559. You guys already be knowing. The flowers have established already, and they've been recruiting like the compas do off the streets. So they're not considered no DOs or fools that defected and nothing like that. But the new flowers do have a thing for just having regular norteños. I'm gonna have to ask New Flower if there's a New Flower that taps into my channel, and if you're willing to answer it, do you guys have sureños? You know what I mean? Because so far, what I've seen has not been nothing but actual norteños and people that participate with like shit like that, um, and just some regular people that still think or they would be considered actually to be, I mean, for writers, we call them friend of the fellas, right? But that means sympathizers, I guess, to the actual cause, right? So those are the people that noticed that the new flowers have, and they do got some dangerous individuals. You guys got to understand that they have older homies that were once participating with that whole thing, right? So they have smart individuals that are doing their thing, with better rules, as I can see, right? Because they have kind of like the same rules where they're doing what they want, homie. Where they're not too political. They just believe on having clean paperwork and being more about your hood, homie. But being able to take care of each other when they get locked up. But once they become part of something, well, they got to put a little bit more dedication to that. That's people I have been seeing. Um, Me personally, like I said, I have nothing but good things to say about the flowers. Even though in the past there was encounters that we had with each other that weren't too friendly. I mean, but those were with certain individuals and just certain little things that were going on. Um, but pretty much, I apologize. I was getting a phone call. Um, Pretty much, the flowers are making noise and letting people know that they're here to stay, homie. They're one of the oldest gangs considered to be defectors, right, from the cause. But like I said, I'm not gonna give them that label because they're considered to be active. And they actually have certain yards where they program with the bulldogs and stuff like that. Not that many of them there. Most of their group is in the whole integrated area. Um, they don't consider to be two fractions. I'll put that out there, even though certain individuals try to say that there's two fractions. I can tell you what I think, why people say that, right? That there's two fractions. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna tell you what I think. The reason why they say that there's two fractions of the flowers is to kind of give them a little bit more credit. And this is not to discredit the flowers, like I said. It's all respect at the end of the day. But I'm saying, like, for the whole YouTube, right? If you try to make it seem like it's a little bit like, oh, they active, woo 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 woo, they're just gonna have a little bit more of a following and a positive like comments and shit like that. You know what I mean? And make them a little bit more mysterious when they actually keep it real. Me personally, I'm gonna keep it 100, like I always said. And what to the people say, homie, the flowers say that they consider themselves to be active, and there's only one group. And if certain individuals are in the whole integrated, it's not by choice. You know what I'm saying? It's just not everyone gets to pick the facility, and they're not gonna just get off on anyone. You know what I mean? They get off on who their enemy is and shit like that. To answer another one of the questions that has been brought up before, do the compas program with the flowers? Pretty much. We have been part of like situations where if they get off, we get off. If we get off, they get off. Right? In certain yards, it all depends on the facility. Like I said, where I have compas at right now, they're super cool with the flowers, and they talk nothing but good stuff about them. So all I can say is shout outs to the flowers, homie. You guys are doing your thing, and respects. Like that's all I can give you. You guys are growing. Like I done slept on you guys too, bro. I mean, I thought it was I would have never seen what's going on, and you guys are growing like crazy. Shout out to all the new flowers, and any other group that's out there. Like I said, if you guys wanna let me know, I'll put a little bit of game, especially like on the whole question. If you guys get sureños or even other races, right? Like whites, the brothers. You know what I mean? Or is it just strictly a norteño or ex norteño thing? With all that being said, man, I'm gonna cut this video right here. But this goes out to any other group that is out there, movement, whatever, right? Whatever you want to consider yourself. I know I got a homie that taps in. Shout out to Smokey, and if he wants to give me some knowledge on the sucker freeze, I can explain a little bit more. But like I said before on my prior videos, bro, that's an older generation, you know. And lately, even though I know a couple sucker freeze. Like shout outs to the homie. I'm not even gonna say his name, but it's the homie's primo and shit. Even though I know a couple of them, and even had a couple compas that were sucker free back in the day, um, I'd rather have it from someone that kept it G and stayed sucker free, homie. So if you got some knowledge and history on it, homie, if you want to explain, hey, let me know, G, and we'll talk about it. We can even do it on a live. So with all that being said, man, like I said, I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to hit a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, bro, the spans, I apologize. I hope you like one of the other videos. Make sure to tap into the old ones. I got plenty of them up there, so make sure to tap into them. And yeah, man, with all that being said, it's your boy Conejo, and I'm out.